So the railroad was built in 1906. It went from Hood River, the Union Pacific Main Line.
For lumber on here.
Yeah, originally for lumber. And it went to D, which was quite an important railhead. That connected into a whole network of lumber traffic, which is the Oregon Lumber Co. Railroad. Actually, I think it was a railway back then. And then, so D was kind of a hub for all the lumber traffic. Then in 1909, the Mountain Railroad extended to Parkdale, which is our current southernmost terminus. But right now, we're running passenger trains to Pine Grove, which you see today. So that's the northernmost 5.5 miles. And we only do freight to Milepost 8, which is Odell. But the plan is that we'll open up the rest of the line once we get the track work up to scratch.
Right.
So I ran
the Parkdale.
Stay again?
Go on.
All the way to Parkdale, which is Milepost 22.
Right.
I ran the last train out of Parkdale in October 2019 under the previous owners. And that day we thought we were never going to go up there again. We thought it was going to be turned into a cycle path. And the railroad was facing bankruptcy. So Scott, the new owner, who's local, has done a brilliant job of saving the railroad. We all thought it was over.
Oh, yeah.
So
A lot of things to work again.
Yeah, yeah. So it's nice to have a local ownership. When it was originally built, it was locally owned. Then it went over to Union Pacific in 1968. They owned it for 20 years, and it became part of their huge freight network. Then in 1988, a local entrepreneur bought the railroad from Union Pacific. I think he bought it for something like $1 because they just wanted to get rid of it, and so that saved the railroad basically.
Right.
Yeah. So since then, he kind of died, and his children weren't really interested in taking over the ownership of the railroad. So that's when our last owners called it Iowa Pacific. They owned about 15 railroads all over the world, and they went bankrupt about 4 years ago.
Right.
So yeah, that's a brief history of whoever's owned the railroad and the history of the railroad.
Iowa Pacific, that was the time that everybody thought it was, they were going to
Yeah.
be on again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're all grateful, and now the railroad's blooming. I mean, now we're selling out rail bike rides, selling out trains. Just done a deal with American Cruise Lines. So I mean, it's from in 4 years, 3.5 years, it's gone from on the verge of bankruptcy to being incredibly successful.
Wow.
So I'm really happy.